All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. Today let's go over the latest news for Chainlink, Zcash, Uniswap, and much more. Like always, check the timestamps down below, find the news that applies to you, and let's jump in. Bitcoin has just spent the month of September consolidating. What's interesting is the Bitcoin price has remained relatively steady as we've watched these altcoins drain back into Bitcoin, form some support, consolidate for hopefully another leg upward. So let's talk about it. For the month of October, which altcoins are making news? Well, the Spaldina testnet for Ethereum just launched. Some say failed to launch because the devs have stated they need another trial run before they can launch Ethereum 2.0. So if you hold Ethereum, let's find out what this means to you. Spaldina, the intentionally short-lived Ethereum testnet and dress rehearsal for ETH2 Genesis, ran into some problems when it launched today. So how is Spaldina different than the Mandala testnet, and what did it need to launch? Spaldina is separate from the ongoing Mandala testnet in the sense that Mandala is a general sandbox meant to represent the up-and-running version of ETH 2.0's proof-of-stake network, and by contrast, Spaldina replicates the beginning of the new network. So it truly is a dress rehearsal that needs to go well before ETH2 can launch. So what were the issues yesterday? Well, the dress rehearsal suffered from low participation coupled with confusion and invalid deposits. And even Prism Labs, who's developing, noted that the results were a bad look for this Genesis rehearsal. Now, the good news is these were just small errors in the client release process. This is why we have these testnets. And even Prism says that that should not be a problem to deal with. The issue with finality was not a critical bug nor a consensus error, so it could have potentially been a lot worse. This is an easy fix. This one was rather something due to configuration parameters, which can be fixed with a release. So how this affects you, just know that the Spaldina testnet will have to be launched again. ETH 2.0 is still on its way. Let me know what you think about this down below in the comment section, but let me just throw a little bit of perspective at you. For ETH 2.0, I know people want to jump on the hype train, but let's just remind ourselves that the complete ETH 2.0 mainnet is still at least 1.5 years away if everything goes according to plan. We're in phase 0 right now of the transition, which is essentially staking enabled by smart contracts on the original ETH blockchain, and miners are still mining the new blocks via proof of work up until we reach phase 1.5, where the transition to sharded chains will happen. So this is still years out, and also know at that point, smart contracts will still not be available on ETH 2.0 chain, so the scalability probably won't even be visible by then. This will come in phase 2 in 2021 plus, sort of open-ended, which probably means 2022 or even later. So as an ETH holder, just keep this in mind. ETH2 will hopefully launch this year, the start of it, but the full completed Ethereum 2.0 is still years out. Just something to note. Next piece of news for Ripple. Ripple has created a tool to offset carbon emissions for the XRP ledger. They are going green, and it's not just for them. This open source tool is for them and other projects to reduce their carbon footprint. So let me share with you the details, and then I'll give you my opinion. Designed by Ripple, as well as in collaboration with blockchain-based nonprofit Energy Web Foundation, the tool, dubbed EW0, will allow any blockchain to decarbonize through the purchase of renewable energy in local markets worldwide. So companies that want to go green may want to use this, and the XRP Ledger Foundation, which is the newly formed developer hub of the XRP token, will be the first to employ EW0 to offset their own network's carbon emissions. A direct quote from Brad Garlinghouse: "While the mainstream adoption of blockchain and cryptocurrency is encouraging, we must constantly evaluate how we innovate to ensure the future of global finance is sustainable." So Ripple is shifting a little greener. We'll have to see which other companies decide to use this tool. Will XRP, the token, be involved in this? I will have to do more research, but let me know in the comments, is this Ripple trying to get more use cases for the token they created, or is this just the inevitable next step? Let me know down below in the comment section. And by the way, we did a live stream yesterday. It has officially been timestamped. If you have questions on NFTs, on Yearn Finance, on Bitcoin, Ethereum, we answered your questions directly. Make sure you go down a link in the description. Check out our live AMA. Everybody needs to see this. If you want a chill hangout, highly recommend. But next piece of news for Uniswap. As you know, Uniswap, the DEX, is dominating the DeFi scene. They have over $2 billion in total asset value locked, TLV. I want to share with you some stats, and if you hold the Uni token, talk about what this means to you. To put this $2 billion in perspective, this represents a sharp increase of over 800% since just a month ago. And to break it down, Ethereum leads in value that's locked up with 2.9 million Ethereum in Uniswap, placed in liquidity pools on the platform, which is almost 3% of the total ETH circulating supply. ERC20-based Tether and Wrapped Bitcoin coming in positions 2 and 3. So the point is, right here, Uniswap is leading DeFi right now. In fact, the TVL in Uniswap represents over 18% of the total TVL locked in DeFi projects. So Uniswap at number 1, Maker, a lending and borrowing platform that allows minting of the DAI stablecoin, is second with a total TVL of 1.93 billion compared to Uniswap's 11 billion. So if you are interested in DeFi, these are your leaders right now. And I want to get real with you. The reason Uniswap crossed the 2 billion TVL mark is because they created their own token and people liked it and people are using it. Now Uniswap has more coins to distribute, with another 4 billion unis still set to be distributed to the Uniswap users. The DEX is, of course, set to be the first DeFi platform to eventually hit the 410 billion in total value locked milestone. Outrageous if that number's true. There are 2 billion right now, but I will keep you updated. Next piece of news, speaking of creating your own coins, Reddit's Moon cryptocurrency now has a cash value. Check this out. As you know, Reddit has moons and bricks for our cryptocurrency and our Fortnite, and until recently, there was no practical use for these tokens, right? You couldn't cash out. The coins were simply used to manage badges and reputation scores, similar to post and comment karma on the website. Well, now things have changed. Reddit introduced a new feature last week, the ability to turn Moon and Brick tokens into Reddit coins. Now, Reddit coins were around before their cryptocurrencies. They were in-house, used to buy badges and such. These coins are Reddit's non-blockchain based digital tokens, which provide access to Reddit's premium features and can also be bought with US dollars and other fiat currencies. So the value has inadvertently been created because you can buy Reddit coins with cash and you can turn moons and bricks into Reddit coins. Well, because of that, because of its redeemability for Reddit's premium currency, users are now willing to pay real money for the Moon token, which is being traded speculatively on various token swaps. So things are getting kooky. And if you run the numbers, Reddit's Moon token has a 2.64 septillion market cap. Outrageous. Reddit's crypto community token is currently changing hands on the platform Uniswap for 8.8 cents worth of XDAI. Pairings for XMoon have generated almost $200,000 in volume over one day. And here's where the math comes in. According to Etherscan, more than 30 septillion moons have been distributed to almost 8,000 addresses, meaning that the token's market cap is roughly 2.66 septillion. Wow. What do you think? Obviously highly speculative. This had no value until people started trading, so we'll see. Price discovery is going on. But to put this in perspective, imagine if McDonald's gave out coupons for one burger valued at $1, but people were then selling those coupons for $10 on the street, even though they were only redeemable for a $1 burger, because people had the thought, whoa, this is cryptocurrency, this is coupons. that value may go up. I may want to buy it now. Well, that is exactly what is happening with moons right now. Highly speculative, highly exciting. If this is your thing, let me know your thoughts down below. But next piece of news for Zcash, regulated US exchange Gemini now offers confidential Zcash withdrawals. This is a first for a regulated exchange to offer. Gemini, one of only a handful of cryptocurrency exchanges regulated in New York, the hardest place to get regulated in, has said users can now withdraw privacy coin Zcash confidentially. And of course, this means users can now take assets off the platform without disclosing their identities or size of their transactions. They can do it privately. The exchange claims this is the first time shielded Zcash transactions have ever been supported on a regulated exchange. This is a little crazy to me. The past 2 years, people have been fearing that privacy coins would be the first to be delisted, and Gemini is taking steps in the other direction. Very interesting. Next piece of news for Chainlink, an SEC-regulated cryptocurrency, Blockstack. Blockstack and Chainlink are joining forces to integrate Chainlink's preferred Oracle solutions for Blockstack's Clarity smart contract language. So this is more utility for Chainlink. What this means for Blockstack: Blockstack developers will soon be able to build sophisticated Clarity smart contracts that are enhanced with secure, validated data spanning millions of data providers, web APIs, and other off-chain resources, thanks to Chainlink's Oracle technology. This is a win-win for both parties, and of course a big win for the upcoming Stake 2.0 mainnet. Good news. That is the video. My name's Austin. See you tomorrow.